very decisive, non-Atamelsian approach to dealing with everybody who has question to answer. And so I applaud what the AG is doing. I commend the OSP for what he is doing. And I want them to continue with this approach. But in doing so, let their officials, especially those national security agents, when they have to effect arrest, when they have to raid, go into people's homes and offices to search, let them not do so like armed robbers, because these things do not reflect the non-rascal persona of John Mahama. I favor every investigation so long as it is going to unearth a problem that would help us to fashion out a solution to it. Recently, they raided the offices of SML. And if you see the way a manner, I said, but if you are looking for information, go ahead and look for it. But don't raid people's offices like you are armed robbers. I think it's about time we trained our national security operatives to behave like professionals. You can go get the information without carrying the suits, carrying the dresses, utensils, and be throwing them on the floor as if some madman has raided you. I think it doesn't make sense. So by all means, go ahead and do all the investigations. If there are raids and swoops, go ahead and do it. But President Mahama is a gentleman. He's not a rascal. He's a gentleman, he's a decent man. And so some of these things must reflect his persona. If you go raid people's homes like armed robbery attack, it gives him a negative image that goes contrary to his persona that we know. Beyond that, I also want to say that the OSP itself must have a mature outfit that handles its communication. The OSP itself must have an outfit that effectively communicates some of its reasonings and some of what it is doing to the generality of the citizenry. Sometimes I hear the guy who speaks for them, and I don't think that he's an excellent communicator. And I don't think so. Well, in my view, I don't think that he communicates well. You need a certain sobriety that elicits the conscience and would want people pay attention to everything you are doing, so that you are able to carry all behind you in whatever you are doing.
The substantive issue. Yes, go to
yes. No. So the substantive issue. Look, I don't have much to say beyond these things, but also to make the point that I hope that in doing all these things, you see, sometimes you can be seen to be doing the right things, but with an ulterior motive. Sometimes you can be seen to be doing the right things.
I like that.
But with ulterior motives.
I like that.
And so I am hoping that the OSP's intentions are also genuine. I'm hoping that the OSP's intentions are also not driven by personal interest, vendetta, and also the need for a certain regime job security.
Exactly.
I am hoping that we know what we are doing, the OSP knows what it is doing, because there's been several things that it has done, the OSP has done, and they all amounted to much ado about nothing. You see the package. So if you come in with that radicalism and then all of a sudden it slows down and fizzles out, then sometimes it becomes difficult for some of us to trust your intentions. Putting that aside, Kisia Dabin, once I was taking him on, I had some people calling me, why do you have issues with him? He's my classmate in Legon. I don't have a problem with him. Recently, I texted him, we exchanged some text. Not a problem with him. I urge him to go on, but I'm saying that in doing so, I would want him to be driven by patriotism. I'm hoping, because some people have come from several quarters, from the party, from the regime, and some top officials from the party that appointed him, and even in this current regime. Some people have also made some point behind the scenes, quite forcefully, that they don't think that his intentions are genuine. And I'm saying that I hope that he's not being driven by personal interest, vendetta, and maybe his quest for some regime security. If he's driven by patriotism, if he's driven by his quest to fight corruption, if he's driven by his mandate to ensure effective prosecution of those who have looted state resources, then we applaud him and we'll give him all our support. I think basically this is what I want to say. I think there is a meaty issue on the table that I want to talk about.
And you see,
the MPP
but the fundamental issue here is that answers need to be given.
Yeah.
To the 5 issues that...
Why not? I believe that. No. I believe that. No.
I think
all these things, you see, I support the work of the OSP. Whatever it is looking for from Ken Ofori-Atta, I mean, it is the right, it is the mandate, and Ghanaians must support, Kisi in going about that route. But I'm saying that in doing all these things, let these things be done, taking cognizance of the fact that if he's truly unwell, okay, then let us also factor that. But I raise the issue that it gets curious. But you've explained that now oftentimes that people are being investigated, they fall sick. So tomorrow, we should all know that the pressures will be unbearing. If you are looting state resources, if you are mismanaging the mandate, the fiduciary trust of the people that has been reposed in you, take note that if you are summoned, you may fall sick.
Yes. Oh,